Hey, what's up, YouTube land? It's your boy, Eddie Hill, the White Oak, Pennsylvanian toy collector. It's time for another Eddie Hill review. It's review time, people! And today we'll be reviewing a figure from a classic cartoon series that came out 2 years after I was born in 1993, so this is a vintage find for sure. It came out in 1995, and this is the GI Joe Xtreme Ballista with Ultra Slam Firepower. And yes, this is a vintage figure from 1995, so he is definitely an epic score that I got from the exchange for only $5. I was so happy to pick this guy up. I look forward to adding him to my Joes, which he is a GI Joe. So yeah, he's definitely going to be a part of my collection for a long time. And he looks awesome. But now it's been a minute. We're going to look at the packaging before we take him out completely. If I can get him back in the packaging. There we go. Here we got Ballista on the packaging. He's firing off a big rocket. And Ballista's figure. Deluxe GI Joe Xtreme. So this is an epic figure. Now we're going to turn around, look at the back of the box. Includes a rocket launcher, that pump thing. And the other figures are included. Ballista. Metalhead. LT Stone, the leader, and of course, Iron Claw, the bad guy. I don't have the other figures, but I have this guy. And $5 ain't too bad for this figure. Now, I will be keeping this artwork on this box. This is pretty cool for 1995. But now we're going to take him out of his plastic prison and move the box off to the side because we're going to stand him up. And look at his, see how well he stands. And he's tricky to stand, so I might have to do it with both hands. That's going to be a tricky business, getting him to stand. Come on, Ballista. You're a Joe. Stand for me. And you see for the missile thing, he just goes on right there. And this goes right onto his arm, like so. Just slide it in. There we go. And let's try to get him on his feet. Like a good Joe should be on his feet, right? Come on. Stand, Ballista. So close. And there he is, standing. And he looks pretty awesome. And this dart missile fires when you pump this thing. I will show that off pretty soon. But he's a cool-looking figure. An awesome-looking find for sure. Another thing, you can also take the rocket launcher and attach it to his gun, and he can launch it from his gun if you want to. Looks pretty cool. You can do 2 ways to launch this thing. But yeah, I love both options on this figure. But now we've shown that off. Let's get down to comparisons once I get him standing again, because he's a hard figure to stand. What I will say about Ballista. He doesn't stand too well unless you stand him up. But now we're going to compare him with some other GI Joes. Here is my custom Ocean Fury. And he is bigger than Ocean Fury. Here he is next to, of course, the guy I call Knife. Because he's a slasher who slashes Cobra. He's certainly another version of Snake Eyes. And, of course, Deep Dive. A knockoff figure, but I call him Deep Dive for my Joes. So, yeah. Now we can compare him with some bad guys with Cobra Android Trooper. Why not? GI Joe 1980s Metalhead from GI Joe Series 2. And with the G.I. Joe Venom, the G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra, if I can get him on his stand, we'll show him off next to the Neo Viper. And that's the most newest Joes in the past. They don't make a lot of new Joes except for GI Joe Classifieds, which I don't have a lot of those. But here is the Neo Viper. He is bigger than the Neo Viper, but now we're going to show him off, targeting some bad guys with this launcher. So first we're going to pump him up, and it launches. Doesn't do very well. I'll have to try bringing it closer, maybe. Maybe he'll hit on target if I bring him closer. Okay. Ballista, let's get ready to fire at will, and he goes down. He brought down the mighty Neo Viper. Oh, he is no match for Ballista. This figure's a lot of fun. I wonder who else I can hit. Ooh, that gives me an idea. Let's take down Metalhead. Let's see how you hand up with this firepower. Oh, and down goes Metalhead. I love having a little fun on the channel. You know me. Fun is fun. Now for the Cobra Android Trooper. Let's bring you down to Pain Town. Oh, it didn't go far. I'm going to have to bring him closer. Let's try this again. And ready, and fire. Ah, so close. Come on. Ah. I'm not going to rest till I knock this guy down before I move on. But let's see. Oh, and he goes down. Yeah. Metalhead. Ballista, you're the awesomest G.I. Joe figure I own. Oh, man, you are cool. But now we're going to show him what he looks like, Ballista, without his armor, which is an option with this figure. And I am going to show off. Here is Ballista without his armor. He still looks pretty cool. Even without his armor, but I love the armor bits on him. Just makes him more awesome. And the missile launching gimmick is so cool. Definitely going to display him with that missile. It still works. From 1995, I'm amazed that this figure still works. He is definitely going to be part of my G.I. Joe squad of the Mad Dog Squadron with the Mad Dogs. But Metalhead, good old Ballista, can nail them all. He is that good, and he knows how to shoot some bad guys. Love this figure. I want to track down more GI Joe Xtreme. This line is incredible. Do I highly recommend this line? If you can find it for what I paid for it, this line is so much fun. I had so much fun messing around with this guy, firing off some missiles at some Cobra bad guys. This figure is amazing. Definitely going to be in the collection for a very long time. And if you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it, please make sure to like, please make sure to comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. And the City Hill, moving on and rock out YouTube land.